Hi, Mrs. McTaggart here. So we're going to look at polynomials. This would be the second lesson in the topic, where we're starting to call it division of polynomials. And we're going to introduce some new terms today called the quotient and remainder. And you should know what remainder is already. So the lesson intention is to be able to find the quotient and remainder of a polynomial by using the nested table or synthetic division method that we have seen in lesson 1. So let's get to it. So I'm going to go back to very basics here with you just to explain the terminology and some new words to us here. If I give you a very basic primary school sum, 13 divided by 4 is 3 remainder 1. So 4 is your divisor. The answer you get is your quotient and the remainder is what's left over. So if you were dividing 13 sweets among 4 pupils, the quotient is how many everyone gets, which is 3, and the remainder is what's left. So here is our first example. We have to divide this polynomial here of degree 3 by x minus 2. So we're going to go draw our little nested table. And we're going to put in each of our numbers. So our x cubed has got a 2 in front. Our squared is a minus 7. Oh, there's no x term, so you put in a 0. And then the number is 16. Now, what goes at the front here? In all the previous questions on the last lesson, the number I put in is the number I was asking you to substitute in if I was asking you to find the value in x is 2. So we have to think, right, what we're doing here. So you take this bit here and you put it equal to 0. And that means x equals 2. That's what we are going to sub in here. So we're subbing in that. And you get into the habit, the more you will see this, the more you'll just say, oh, it's the opposite of what it says, minus 2, we put in a positive. But the reason that is because we put that equal to 0. So let's start the table. So we bring down the first number and leave as it is. We multiply by 2, so 2 times 2 is 4. Add these together gives us minus 3. We're going to times it by 2, which is minus 6. Add it to the 0, is just minus 6. We're going to times it by 2, which is minus 12, and then add 16 and minus 12, giving us 4. So what we have here is, this bit here is our quotient. And this bit here that I always put a box around is our remainder. Okay, so to finish this question off nicely, what we have here is we have f of x equals, and we put down first of all what we divided by. So our divisor or our factor was x minus 2. We then put in our quotient. Now your quotient is this bit here, okay? You've got 3 terms. What's this going to look like at the end? So what you have to do is you have to think, right, well, what your quotient becomes is a polynomial. And it's a polynomial with 3 terms in it. So the last one, the minus 6, would be your number. The minus 3 would be your x term. And the 2 would be your x squared term. Okay, so in here your quotient becomes 2x squared minus 3x minus 6. And if you're not sure what degree or power to start with, it's always 1 less than the amount of digits you've got. So I've got 3 terms there, so I start with x squared. If I had 4 terms, I'd start with x cubed, and so on. And then the last wee bit is putting in your remainder at the end, which is plus 4. So when this polynomial that we started with is divided by x minus 2, this is our factorised answer. And that's the way the question, once it concluded in the textbook exercise, we're going to go on and do. Apologies to the mixture of red and blue pen there. Let's have a look at another one. So we're going to divide this one by x plus 3. So I'm going to draw the table out. X plus 3, if you put that equal to 0, gives us x equals minus 3. So we are subbing in minus 3 here. So x to the power 4 has a 1 in front. There's no cubed term, so I'm going to put a 0. X squared has a 6. X has a 3. And the number at the end is a minus 15. Always watch out for that missing term. I'm deliberately just doing it here to try and cover all bases. So the first number gets brought straight down. We multiply by minus 3 for all these ones today. So that gives us minus 3. 0 minus 3 is minus 3. Times by negative 3 is positive 9. 6 add 9 is 15. times it by -3, add it to 3, times by -3 would be positive, 126, and then add them together gives you 121. So always put a box around your nth thing because that's your remainder. So this time, this is our quotient, and this is our remainder. So just to write it out nicely like we did before, we're going to say, right, f of x equals, first thing to put down is your factor, or the thing you divided by, which is x plus 3. Then your quotient, now I've got 4 terms here, so go 1 degree less than 4 is 3, so I'm going to start with an x cubed, so you've got 1x cubed, 3x squared, sorry, minus 3x squared, plus 15x, minus 42, and then your remainder is a positive 121 at the end. And that is us finished that question. Okay, for my last example, there is an added wee difficulty to it, is that the thing we're dividing by this time has a 2 in the bracket. So still same thing, put that equal to 0. So that gives you 2x is 1 and x is 1/2. So we're going to go do our nested table, but the thing we're multiplying by each time is a half. Okay, let's put our coefficients in. So x cubed has a 2, x squared has a 1, x is a 5, and your number is -5. So there's no missing terms in this one. You bring the 2 down, and then we're good to start. So a half of 2 is 1. 1 add 1 is 2. A half of 2 is 1 again. 5 add 1 is 6. A half of 6 is 3. And then 3 and -5 added together is -2. So generally the numbers should work out nicely if you're putting a fraction in. And what we have now is, this is our quotient, and this is our remainder. So to finish off the question, we then say, right, f of x equals, and this is us putting it into slightly more factorised form. You put down your thing that you've divided by, your factor. You put in your quotient, and you put your remainder at the end. And technically, yes, there's a wee common factor 2 there in your quotient that you could have brought out to the front, but that is perfectly okay to leave it like that. So hopefully you followed this okay. Again, if you are using the TJ textbook, these are the suitable questions I've chosen, page 110 and page 111 actually, questions 2 to 5. And as usual, I would just do every second question. There's no need to do every single one. Pick and choose. You know the harder questions get to the end. So if you're only ever getting through A, B, C, you're not seeing the more difficult questions available to you.